Hello Magpies and welcome to this next character introduction for the upcoming Heroes of Heterodoxy campaign game. I am here with Wickedly Lunar. Say hi!
Hello everyone.
Hi, so we are here through the magic of time zones. It is late for me and it is early for you, but nonetheless we are joined through the common bond of being very tired. So let's struggle through this. Greetings from the future, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Alright, so I believe you have decided to play a warlock. Let me tell you,
Yes.
tell me a little bit about your character.
Well, I am playing a Warforged doll named Cordelia, who the cast will find dismembered somewhere. Don't want to give away too many special details.
Creepy ass doll. Love it.
Yes, a porcelain doll specifically.
And I believe we were talking about your memory being wiped, so it's kind of a self-discovery story.
Yeah. I've never played a character that has no memories before, and I thought that it would be a very interesting type of story and dialogue to have with everyone if I'm having my character discover more about themselves throughout the journey.
So appropriately, we have, you've given yourself the Phaelost background, so I suppose we got a little bit of a Rip Van Winkle analog.
Oh, most definitely.
And your alignment is we've completely left it blank. Oh, by the way, I totally forgot. Why don't you tell the viewers your pronouns?
Oh, my pronouns are they, he.
There you go. So it is spoken, so it shall be. So, yeah, let's take a look at your attributes, your stats. So we got a Strength 9, a Dex 15, a Con 14, Intelligence 10, Wisdom 10, and Charisma 16. So kind of a relatively physically weak and average character in many ways, but you can take a beating, you're agile, and you're graceful. Yeah. So, let's take a look at your skills you have picked. So you've got Arcana and History, so we're looking at an educated character here.
Slightly, yes.
Insight, and basically the entire suite of charisma skills: deception, intimidation, performance, and persuasion. So would it be fair to say we're looking at the party face here?
There's always the potential for that, but we'll have to see how everything plays out in the story.
Yeah. And so where I think it is interesting is how you've done, it might be easy to mistake your character for a bard, in that you've given yourself, with the performance skill, a number of musical aptitudes, and with a particular twist. Namely that being a warforged, should we give it away, or do you want to show in character how your musical instruments work?
I think I would rather show in character how my musical instruments work.
Hell yeah. All right. So the mystery of the mysterious character continues. So, you do have proficiency in a couple of musical instruments. Your tinker's tools, which being a warforged, that's kind of like, I guess, one part makeup, one part medicine. Screw your limbs back in when they fall off.
Perhaps.
Yeah, perhaps.
We'll find out.
Yeah. And You have the longbow, which is through your regional equipment. And I mean, I'm imagining your character being a little bit, I don't know, maybe I'm reaching here, but in a metaphorical sense, you're a bit like the longbow as well, you know? There's a string attached to you and you bend.
Indeed.
I don't know. Is that making any sense?
Oh, it definitely makes sense.
Okay. I'm looking forward to seeing how this character plays out. So, for your patron, your warlock specialty, since you are, I guess, one of the only classes that gets your subclass at level 1, what did you go with?
I chose the Archfey specifically because of the race I chose, as well as the Fey Lost background.
Yeah, it suits. So and that also gives you a quite cool ability of being able to, exhibit the creepy doll aesthetic to scare the crap out of people.
Exactly. I've always been a big fan of porcelain dolls since I was a little kid. So getting to play a porcelain doll in a D&D campaign has been a long time coming for me.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I grew up with movies like Chucky, and that was that. I was thinking of the Daniel Radcliffe one. What was it? The Lady in Black or something like that. You ever see that one? It had a whole bunch of creepy dolls in it.
I don't think I have. I'll have to take a look at it at some point.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was, normally I don't like horror movies that are mostly jump scares, but it had a really nice aesthetic feel to it. Plus it was, Harry Potter, Daniel Radcliffe's first serious role after being Boy Wizard. All right.
The Boy Wizard.
Mm-hmm. So, we have... Let's see, what else can we go with your character? Your languages, you picked your... Being a native, or so it would seem, natively appearing within the realm of Leroy. You are bilingual, knowing both Chondathan and Alaskan, but you also know Sylvan, the language of the Fae, and Loros, the upper-class high court language. There are some clues, perhaps, there. And speaking of clues as to your past, there are a number of items that a very threadbare selection of equipment that your character has come with. Obviously the longbow basically being your only weapon, and the clothes on your back and a few gold pieces, but also a couple of trinkets.
Yes. We have the wooden magnifying glass that's missing a lens, a spool of glistening silver thread, and a tiny dream catcher.
Okay. So, yeah, we'll see whether those are clues as to your background or red herrings. See how I weave it. We literally came up with these right now. We just rolled them up, so going to be a fun bit of improv.
Indeed.
And your threadbare selection of warlock spells. You have Eldritch Blast, essential warlock spell.
Always.
Prestidigitation, honestly, best spell in the game, hands down.
Love it.
Yeah.
Comes in handy so many times.
Oh yeah, it's just like magical. I do the thing.
Yes.
And Armor of Agathis and Witch Bolt. That was the spell. I wasn't asking you which bolt. I could be like, like which bolt holds your arms in or something. You get out your tinker's tools and... Anyway. So, obviously we perhaps don't have as much to talk about with this character since we can't really. Your background is a bit of a blank slate, but we can talk about how you envision playing them. Do you have an idea of a progression, or a theme, or some experience you'd like to bring to the game, or are you just coming in wide-eyed, embracing the amnesia and saying yes to the story?
I feel like it'll be a good, healthy mix, perhaps leaning a bit more towards leaning into the story. As for me, I would love to see how the different characters that they may interact with influence her upbringing and decisions that she makes.
Yeah. Honestly, that's what I try to bring into every role-playing experience I do, is just kind of like, I mean, that's kind of also because I am kind of shit at planning. I only plan one session ahead. I'm peeling back the veil here. It's like that meme of, like, you know, behind the DM screen, and it's just a post-it note that says "sexy goblin?" ? That's the whole campaign notes. But we will have fun with it. And I believe you said something to me at one point about you want to break people's hearts with this character.
Yes, indeed.
Bit of tragedy.
I'm very much... Oh yes, I'm very into tragic storylines and just pulling at those heartstrings.
Alright, that sounds cool as fuck, and I will be honest with you, I am right there with you.
Thank you.
So, there we have Cordelia, a blank slate, the wild card, if you will, to be inserted into the story. And if their plans are to go ahead as they are, to be reassembled and then to piece together their past and build a future. So, we hyped for this game?
I'm very high. I'm very excited to start playing.
Hell yeah, we haven't gotten to play before, so I always love playing with new people. There's quite a few new people joining in this game, so I am also beyond hyped. This is a project I've wanted to do for a while, and yeah. Alrightio then.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Not a problem. And we will see you all soon. Take care of yourselves, and swoop swoop.